MiniSerials and tonight's Monday Night Theater Party. We have got the thrilling conclusions of 5 original stories created and performed by local artists for your viewing pleasure. That's right! So we're going to get this party started tonight with The Fog in Kiss of the Scarab by David J. Loehr. Enjoy!
Ladies and gentlemen, feeling back? You may just be bloated. Call 1-888.
Beautiful, just the way you are. You're listening to Delilah.
And the senator, while insisting he was not intoxicated, could not explain his behavior. The incomparable radio theater, live from the city of Seven Hills.
Rome?
The Blue Chip City.
No one who lives here calls it that.
The Natty?
No.
Dare I say, Porkopolis?
Oh, please.
Fine. Living on the air in Cincinnati, chock full of coffee is proud to present The Fog.
The fog creeps in on little cat's feet.
Now, let's see. What happened last week?
You know, I didn't climax for a year.
I knew you were an English major.
But then something changed in college when you met Jessica.
Now, that's a funny thought. The thought that he occasionally has sex.
So you turned me into a hamster?
My pie hole is up to par.
If you don't got no laugh tracks, how do you know when to laugh?
Hi, I'm David.
No, I'm David, and none of those lines were from our show. And now, the big finish of our story, Vengeance of the Scarab, or The Big Finish. While Margot Lane was at the Society Soiree birthday party for the Dumont sisters...
Miss Hortensia Dumont, you mean? It is my birthday. My sister was not invited. We're twins, you ninny.
Ladies, be quiet and hand over the diamonds.
Trying to foil the robbery of the famed fabled Brumus diamond, or diamonds as there were suddenly 2 of them.
2 of them? Why, that can't be!
It can be, it can. Meanwhile, millionaire playboy Simeon Sinclair, who was nowhere to be seen, had been snatched by kidnappers intent on holding him for ransom.
But little do they know that I am the fog. Excuse me, stewardess. Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Would you like some nuts?
Where is this flight taking us?
Why, Helsinki, Finland.
Helsinki?
Jinkies!
Would you like some coffee, tea, or... Say, what's with those handcuffs? You're not one of those guys who's into that kind of stuff, are you? Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Meanwhile, back at the birthday soiree...
Hand over the jewels, ladies.
Not so fast, vile evildoer.
It's the fog.
No, it's not.
Vile, evil. That is like a palindrome, no?
No.
Stand back, ma'am, and let the professional masked avenger handle this.
Oh man, no diamond is worth all this.
But before this mysterious masked man could act, a certain waitress stepped in the way. An undercover waitress.
Maisie, look out!
Did I get him?
Which way did they go? Which way did they... Mommy?
Oh my stars, Maisie, look at you!
Good work, ma'am. Now to unmask this would-be robber.
But he's not wearing a mask.
How can I thank you, young lady? And how can I thank you as well? I can thank you much more than Hortensia, I'm sure. Please, sister dear, we both know that's poppycock.
Maisie, are you all right?
I need to catch my breath. So many voices!
Then I shall take my leave of you. The police are on their way, and once again, evil has been fooled.
Don't you mean felled?
Foiled. I meant to say foiled, but they all work. Now, if you will excuse me.
Pardon me.
Excuse me, miss.
Is that a gun in your pocket, or?
Pearl-handled pistol, yes.
Don't you know who I am, Mr. Fogg?
An appreciative fan. I'm sorry. I must take my leave before the police arrive.
Margot, he's coming too!
Well, Maisie, do something. I'm trying to talk with this brat. Where did he go?
Where did he go?
Take that!
No, you take it. I'm fine.
Where did you go, Mr. Not the Fog?
Who was that master vengeance?
I wanted to thank him. I wanted to thank him even more.
I believe that was the fall.
How many times do I have to say this?
Wait. Oh, hush, Philomena. But Hortensia, do be quiet. He's not the only thing that's gone.
Oh no, the diamond! You mean the diamonds? There is only one. Nonetheless. Nonetheless.
Yeah, not so easy arguing with yourself, is it?
No.
Who could have taken the diamonds right out from under your noses?
It was the fog.
Are you serious?
The music certainly thinks so. Who could have made off with the jewels? Why is the fog in Helsinki? And just who is this imposter?
Thank you.
Stay tuned after this coffee break and word from our sponsor. Chock full of coffee, the coffee with the extra special secret ingredient, more coffee.
How smart. A lash that speech doth give me conscience.
Here it comes. Here's the big speech.
No, I don't think I can go on. I just don't know.
You're Hamlet. How do you not know? It's right here in the script.
I'm just so tired.
Sure, it's a long play.
There's an understudy, right?
Gosh, I don't know if I'm ready to go on.
You're not, but just in case.
Toby or not Toby? That's the question. Wait a minute, who's Toby?
What are you talking about?
And who is Fartles? Is Fartles the name of the bear?
What bear?
It says, whom would Fartles bear?
Here, drink this.
Oh, what is it? Surely not a poison draft.
A hot, steaming draft of chock full of coffee. The coffee with the extra special ingredient.
More coffee?
Why don't you exit pursued by Fartles?
Holy cats! Stage manager, that's some coffee.
That's not some coffee. That's all the coffee.
I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be, that is the question!
Chock full of coffee when it's time to do the show. Chock full of coffee, the hyper cup of Joe, let's have more Joe. Just one more, you want more, it's the rocket fuel that you'll adore. Watch it go, it's a dynamo, it's a joltin' Joe, it's apropos, it's syncopated, sophisticated, just in case you're constipated. Chock full of coffee, the percolated, caffeinated treat, any day of the week. Chock full of coffee for that wide-awake feeling, all Act 1 and all Act 2.
There are 5 acts!
It's a long play. And now, we return you to...
The fog.
That next morning in the penthouse offices of Simeon Sinclair...
Look at these headlines, Margot. A fog gone shame.
I know.
Fog rolls Dumont heiresses.
That's ridiculous.
Dumont twins in tussle in fountain over missing diamond. I bet that was a sight to see.
I hate to say it, Maisie, but it may be up to us to crack this case.
Just then, 2 handsome young men walked into the office.
Who the devil are you, gents?
We're Simeon's cousins. I'm Coy Sinclair.
Vance Sinclair at your disposal.
But I don't have any cousins.
Hush, hush, you're in Helsinki negotiating a new contract. Trying to escape your captors. Maybe.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. I don't have time for this. Come on, Maisie.
But where are we going?
Just trust me. Come on.
Oh, is that a machine that goes ping?
Where do you think they're going?
An excellent question, cousin.
They were going to an abandoned warehouse on the waterfront.
You see, Maisie, when that fog imposter bumped into me at the soiree...
Or you bumped into him.
Precisely. I wasn't checking for pearl-handled pistols or anything else.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Focus, Maisie. I slipped a transmitter in his pocket.
And now his pocket is pinging.
No, the machine is... You know what? Never mind. The thing is, he's in this warehouse. It must be his hideout. Come on, it's time to unmask this imposter.
What's with the hat and the cape? Wait! You really are the fog, aren't you?
Seriously? No. But I mean, he doesn't know that.
Which one of them is which? The imposter and his partner were examining the jewels. One, the famed fabled Brumus diamond, the other, a paste copy. They're identical, right down to the cuts, the flaws, the occlusion just left of center.
That's where the name come from. The slight clouding at the heart of the stone. Now, be quiet so I can concentrate. You hadn't mixed them up when you lifted them in the first place.
That's right, blame the masked avenger.
More like frame the masked avenger.
Stand and deliver, criminals, for I am the fog.
What impeachable timing! Run!
Not so fast!
Gadzooks, the waitress. Hold still, imposters, for I am the foe.
No, you're not, because I...
The thaw creeps in on little cat's feet.
You're clearly not the fog, because you nearly got that quote right.
Just what is going on here?
That's what I'd like to know.
Maisie, are you all right?
I'm sorry, I had a fog in my throat.
Hold still, everyone, and no one will get hurt.
That's what you think.
I did not see that coming.
Hold it right there, ma'am.
Wait, no, she's right. I'm not the fog.
Good job, Maisie. Now let's unmask these guys.
Coy? Vance?
What, is it part of the family?
What?
Nothing?
Margot had her suspicions.
So the jeweler was in on it the whole time.
Sounds like one of the diamonds was a fake.
It was!
But we may never know which sister had which jewel because there's nothing more about them in the script. As for you, Mr. Not the Fog.
Gosh, he looks awfully familiar.
Meanwhile, in Helsinki, Finland...
You will take me to the American Embassy.
Nixie header casa voleni.
What are you, 6'7", 6'8"?
And there you have it, the big finish.
Oh, it does say pause for grown.
It does. I know my audience.
Yeah.
You have been listening to the Incomparable Radio Theater's Adventures of the Fog, starring
Andrew.
Dorian.
Liz.
Zach.
and not pictured Dan Morin as the voice of the fog. Visit theincomparable.com/radio for more. Good night, Seattle. We love you.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
our main stage show upstairs, Marion or the True Tale of Revenant, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so for everybody who has not raised their hand and everybody out there on the live stream, you only have 4 more chances to catch this show, and I promise you, you do not want to miss it. You also do not want to wait to get your tickets because we have sold out 60 to 70% of the performances of this show, which is really, really awesome. We love this show. We know you're going to love it. Please come see me at intermission or get your tickets at notheater.com before they disappear, because they will. All right, now, for those of you who do not know, the writer of our next show here is, in fact, the star of Marion, Maggie Rader. So let's give it up for Maggie and her show, Saint and Sinner. Enjoy.
Yes, I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't mean it. It just happened.
You know why I'm here. I know you've been talking to my boss.
Who wants to hear about finding religion when you can listen to 10 musicians sing and dance about losing it?
My boss insisted I go to therapy. After the 3rd day in a row, she found me huddled up in the bathroom, working in the 3rd stall from the end.
And that's why I'm here. The court thought that since my record is completely clean, that I'm not a threat to society, but yet I still needed to learn my lesson, so court-mandated therapy it is.
So I'm here to talk. I don't understand how it's going to help me to talk. I've been talking. All around me there's talking. All I ever hear is talking. No matter what I do, I just come up with 12 different ways of saying she's still dead.
I mean, what doesn't kill us makes us stronger, right? Look at Daniel in the lion's den. Trials are exercises in God's faith in me. God is preparing me to be a complete follower worthy of heaven. I believe that. I have to believe that. Otherwise, I never would have made it through these past few months.
Is this how I'm supposed to be talking? That's good.
I've seen my pride, my reputation, my entire sense of self on trial. I was stripped of my dignity and came out on the other side, so can you blame me for being kind of angry?
What are you supposed to do without your mom?
I am not well.
Sometimes I wonder. When I was a kid, I used to imagine that heaven was this house with glass walls and roses growing within it, just like the roses my grandmother had in her garden. I would sit all day reading a book and basking in God's glorious light. Then, every day at 5, we would go to, you know, the throne for worship service. We would bask in His light and praise Him in all His fantastic glory.
I could always be a nun, I guess. Yeah, being a nun wouldn't be so bad. I know I'm not technically Catholic, but surely if you've lived this life long enough in any denomination, they'll let you into the club. Yeah, being a nun wouldn't be so bad. Think about it. Black is a great color. Slimming. You've got a bad hair day? Who cares? And the best part of all, I could be in next year's Nuns Having Fun calendar. I would totally be Miss December.
What do you do after day 5 of basking in God glow and your face starts to feel sunburned? What if everyone in heaven has 3rd-degree burns on their faces from God's brilliance? So, what if that's heaven? Rotting roses inside glass wall and sunlight pouring in on your skin until it burns, blisters, cracks, and flakes off, and all you're left with are ever-aching blisters and a 5 o'clock appointment.
Yes, I joke when I'm hurting. It's what you people call a defense mechanism. I mean, I don't know. I guess if I laugh, it means I'm alive, and, you know, I've noticed that lately that's really something, to be alive.
Heaven means I passed the test. I followed the rules, and prayed for forgiveness when I didn't. There are a lot of rules to follow. Can I ask you something else? What if the church decided to make things that were completely natural into sins just to stay in business? Well, the whole premise of Christianity is you have to believe that being wholesome and sinless is impossible, and that is why you need atonement through Christ. But what if people really could be good on their own?
Have you ever forgotten a memory? It's not like it's traumatizing or anything. It's like it gets put into a sort of box, like an old Valentine. It's this thing that used to bring you love and it made your insides do flips, and now it's just this crumpling, yellowing paper with words on it. I mean, I don't know, like, it doesn't hurt or anything, it's just, it doesn't matter anymore.
What? Are you surprised I would say something negative about the church? Big difference between church and faith. Some Christians have been trying to make a buck off congregations since Christ, probably. When I was 13, a visiting preacher came to my church. He said he could guarantee anyone's salvation within a week. He was like the Billy Mays of Christ. He said during the height of his service to shout out the names of those we wanted to be saved. Just shout them out as loud as we could so they would reach the heavens. I shouted out the names of my parents. Edie! Rick! When I told my parents about it later, who already thought I was in way over my head with this church group, my mother became livid and stopped talking to me. My dad came out of the closet 2 weeks later, so needless to say, that didn't work out so well. But, hey, I bet that Billy Mays guy made a killing.
I'm afraid I'll forget her. No, worse, I'm afraid I'll remember her for something that she wasn't. Every day I replace her actual characteristics with some diluted interpretation I have of them. Like her voice. I've replaced it with some candy-coated caricature I've created of it. I called her phone to hear her voicemail yesterday, and I was surprised. I already forgot what my mother's voice sounds like. What other things am I going to forget? The way she cleared her throat? The way it would take her an hour to straighten her rearview mirror, but half the time she forgot her seatbelt? The way she would look over her glasses when she was upset with you? I'm just going to keep forgetting these little things. What if I forget how to love her?
Obviously, that man was, pardon my French, so messed up. Can I ask you something else? I've been struggling with the coexistence of a divine plan and free will. See, when I was a kid, I used to imagine there was this big, sparkly, bedazzled book up in heaven, and in it was every decision anybody would ever make. That book gave me so much comfort because I thought no matter what happened or what I did, it was okay because God expected it of me. I couldn't sin beyond repair because God already knew what would happen. It wasn't until I got older that I first saw the problems with the book theory. I realized I could, for example, steal a piece of candy, but I could just as easily walk away. It was then that I lost all faith in the book theory because I realized those decisions that I'd been making, they weren't even mine. I was just living out words on a page. And that's when the comfort of the book turned into contempt for this set roller coaster I was on. The book was shut. It couldn't be changed. Suddenly, I was acting out in search of free will.
It seems to me that in times of despair, the hard part isn't answering the difficult questions, it's coming up with the questions in the first place. Like, now instead of asking where my mother is, I have to ask if she's anything now, or if she's just rotting in a box. It's instead of questioning if God exists, I have to question why God would let such evil things happen in the world. It's not as easy as you think coming up with the questions. All right, why don't you give it a try?
And then I realized there's no way a divine plan could exist.
Yeah, I miss her.
If everything is pre-recorded, then look at Timothy McVeigh. He killed 168 people, and God knew it would happen.
Yes, I love her.
God knew before that man was even born that he would be a monster.
Some friends, yeah.
Then I started to feel sorry for the guy. He never even had a chance.
Some good friends, yes.
God knew before he was even thought of that he would devastate the lives of thousands of people and wouldn't feel an ounce of remorse.
I don't know. Dear God, I don't know. I don't know if there's any good in the world or if there has ever been any good in the world.
No, I'm not all right. I'm furious. I always thought when I needed my faith the most, it would deliver me. But when I was in that courtroom, I was completely alone. I'm not quite sure what I was expecting, but I actually prayed for the rapture. I prayed that God would choose that precise moment to pull the righteous out of the clutches of earthly evil. I was sitting in that courtroom and my faith was gone. I was ashamed. I was hurt, abandoned. No, I was angry, livid. There was nothing, not a flutter or a feeling, only the judge pronouncing my sentence. The thing was, it was so commonplace. Deliver us from evil. Where was my deliverance? I followed his word with every fiber of my being. And for what? To piss myself from fear and abandonment as a group of strangers yawned at the mundaneness, at what was the most important and terrifying moment of my life? When I was in that courtroom, I was alone. God promised me that if I believed and followed him, he would live in me. I took that to mean always there, and I felt empty.
When it happened, when she finally left, I knew the exact moment. There was this fullness in the air, despite this vast emptiness that was there too. But I knew that she was there with me. I could feel it. It was like all of my senses shifted into overdrive, and I could feel her there with me. I just sat there for like 15, 20 minutes. My dad sat in the chair in the corner. I knew he could feel her too, and we just sat there. We didn't say anything to each other. We just sat there with her, the world revolving and vibrating and just knowing. And that felt good.
What should I expect? On the cross, on the damned cross, Jesus cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me? Only 2 of the Gospels actually had the guts to admit that those were his last words. And even then, they had to come up with some bullcrap story about God splitting rocks and dead guys walking the streets of the city afterwards. But what if Jesus was up on that cross and he realized he made a huge mistake? Can you imagine thinking you're dying for the eternal salvations of mankind and you realize you're wrong? But not just wrong. You're completely alone.
What if God grieves with us? For us, in us? What if our grief is God? Our blue-haired Sunday school teachers teach us that God loves us, that he's all-powerful and all-good. But I don't understand how that can happen.
Maybe my faith isn't as strong as I always thought it was. I've always considered myself a Christian, but when everything was on the line, then and only then could I see how strong my faith is. Only when my life depended on it could I put my faith into the fire and see what was left in the ashes.
What if it can all be real? What if and he's just not done yet. Like if today is lunch break on the 6th day. Like, God is trying to create order within the chaos. He's just trying to make everything more perfect, more in his image. Like, take for example the appendix. What does the appendix do? I don't know. Who the hell knows? But what if the appendix used to, I don't know, it used to do something. And then God realized that he could just make the body more efficient. So he replaced it with something else. Fuck you, appendix. Watch your ass, pancreas. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what if God is just creating order, and order is perfect, and chaos is what's evil? So all the things that happen, cancer and earthquakes and illness, it's just like these residual bubbles of chaos. God can exist. God is good. He's just not done yet. Like, chaos is random. It's random that someone is on a doomed flight and another person can land safely. It's not bad, it just is.
Have you ever thought about the power of words? There is something so liberating about saying something out loud for the first time. Speaking the unspeakable.
So, God didn't give my mom cancer. God gave her nurses and medicine and a family that loves her. God is real and he's good, and my grief is his grief. He grieves with us. He grieves for us.
Say the words you've thought 1,000,000 times, because once you say it, it's real and you have to believe it. And you can't take it back. To say those most unspeakable words, I don't believe in God.
I'm starting to feel better.
U.S. Bank Foundation, David C. Harriman, and the thousands of individuals and organizations who give annually to the Arts Wave Community Campaign, which I hope is every single one of you. Please join me in a round of applause for all these amazing human beings. And while we are all applauding, let's applaud the creators of your final episode of Sit Down by Ben Dudley. Enjoy.
So, Sarah, now you're refusing to leave the stage if I don't give you a shot? You just sat there and watched Tom bomb and refuse to go, and you hated it. Now you're doing the same thing just because I end up loving his jokes? He's my guy. He nailed the audition. He'll be on the showcase. It doesn't matter that you've been doing this longer and that you hate his ironic man-child comedy. You both had the stage and he made me laugh. That's all that matters. And now it's 9:04. I'm late. I should be in the car calling my wife and telling her to warm up the couch. But now you're not budging? I guess my only option is to offer what I offered Tom. The stage is yours from now until you step off of it and your career ends.
I don't understand why you're doing this.
I don't understand what it means to warm up the couch.
He went over his time, and he wasn't even funny. He told an anticlimactic story about an awkward date and then went on to tell a bunch of random one-liners that belong on popsicle sticks and not on television. Is that what you want?
Are there like heaters in it, or is she sitting in your spot till you get home?
Sarah, I think you can appreciate me wanting to get through this as quickly as possible. You hated waiting, I hated waiting, so why don't you just get right into your stuff so we can go home?
Hey, you helped me a lot with my material. I'd be happy to help you with yours. I can help you.
You know that's not true.
Oh, okay.
You know that, right?
No, I don't know that. I haven't seen your stuff. I know that you think my writing is cliched and dumb, but I think he appreciated that I was versatilely.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, I just realized I've never said that word aloud. I've only seen it written. Do you know the word I mean where you can do different things? Okay, well, he appreciated it. Even if my story bombed, I could move on and do some great wordplay.
Oh, like sargasm.
Yes, like sargasm. That was a great wordplay I did. I know you think that I'm doing a character or something. Why is it so hard to believe that this is what I'm like? Okay, I might be underthinking it, but I think you're overthinking it. I might be goofy, but I can also be serious. I might be dumb, but I can also be smart. I can be funny, I can be unfunny. Maybe I contradict myself. But very well, I contradict myself. I am large. I contain multitudes.
Oh my God.
That's Walt Whitman.
Did quoting Walt Whitman make you feel good? Get a little tingle in your dingle?
All I'm saying is, maybe it's as simple as getting up here and just making people laugh. You know, like, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this, it doesn't matter, you know, what, if your voice is this or that, or what you say, it's just, if you can get up here and make people laugh right here, right now.
Tom, you're not getting this gig if you keep saying bullshit like that.
Okay.
Don't listen to Tom, he's 100% underthinking it.
That's probably true.
Sarah, I like you. If you leave right now, I won't send any emails. No one will know that you did this. I'll spare your career.
Then why are you doing this? If I'm better than him, then why can't I just go on about my bit and just do it?
Who are you quoting?
Oh, because you're not a cold and ruthless monster. I'm quoting your Twitter bio now.
Yeah, that's just an image. I have love in my heart if you can believe it. I love my wife Susan, I love her corgis, and I love a nice toasty couch. I don't want to end your career. You're a good kid. I want you to keep going, keep working. You're not like Tom. You actually work hard. You care about your message. I can already tell you're funny.
So if I'm better than him, then why can't I just go on?
Sarah, the best lesson I can teach you right now is that this business is unfair. I feel like you're going to cry. You know what? Forget this. Cut the mics, turn off the lights, let's go.
Don't you dare! She deserves the 5 minutes that you promised her. Okay, 5 minutes to do her stuff without worrying about getting blacklisted for her entire life. If you don't let her do it, I'm not going to do the show.
That's fine with me. Bye.
Okay, never mind. I didn't say that.
Seriously?
Maybe he has a point about the business not being fair.
He was right about you.
No, Sarah, yeah, thanks for making her hate me even more.
Wow, it's almost like that was my plan all along.
What?
You actually think I liked your one-liners?
You didn't like...
You know what? Forget about that. She's crying. Go fix it.
No, get away from me.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. He's a dick.
I don't want to talk to you right now. You ruined this for me. I have worked for years for this, you little shits.
Okay, well, maybe I can talk to him. I can get us both on the show, right? We have great chemistry. What is that you got? One of those little safety pins that shows you're an ally?
Yeah.
Why are you opening it? Ow! You stabbed me with it! Ow! Stop stabbing me! Okay, he just told me that he didn't like my jokes, okay? He's fucking with us. Ow! Why are you continuing to stab me?
That's what I do to people who get in my way! And this fucker is next. I don't know who you are. Okay, well, I know who you are. You're a legend. You discover everyone who's famous. You're the big man. I don't know who you think you are.
I'm starting to bleed. I don't do good with blood.
But you have worked for 30 years to get where you are, and now you sit there and you're deciding who gets the same exact opportunity, and you're toying with us. Okay, you're taking everything I've done, and I don't know who you think you are, because nobody loves comedy and works in it for 30 years trying to make it better, and sits there and doesn't give a shit who you destroy. So who are you?
Sorry, you were both gone, so I went to the bathroom. What do you have for me?
I said a speech.
Why?
She stabbed me with slacktivism.
Do you really like Tom's jokes?
I don't remember. I recall laughing, so I must have.
You just told me that you didn't like them.
Oh. Well, then I don't know. Let's hear another one.
Oh, okay. What is a dog lover's favorite breakfast?
What?
A beagle and cream cheese.
That's the best fucking joke I've ever heard.
What?
You can learn something from him, Sarah.
All three of us. No, that's not true. So what are you doing? What is this to you?
Work.
This isn't work. You aren't working.
Hey, you're playing.
Thanks, Tom. I was gonna say that. Thanks.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I want to hurl insults at him too. I hate him.
Go for it.
Okay. You want one of these? Though you have had continued success producing television shows, sometimes when you produce movies, they are occasionally a flop. So that can't be good.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
No, we are just friends.
Those movies are cheap as hell. They make back triple the money overseas in VHS sales.
They got VCRs overseas? That's awesome.
Alright, I'm done with this. Going dark.
Wait.
Oh, really, man?
Wait, what happened to me doing my stuff?
I got impatient. Now I can't find the switch for your mics. I always forget to do this and do the lights first. Shit, that's all.
Hey, what are you doing after this?
What?
I don't know, you've gotten out of your way to say I'm okay looking a couple times, and you're pretty okay looking too. I think you're pretty funny. It'd be cool to see you again.
Guess there's no harm in giving you my number. Here, hand me your hand, I'll write it down for you.
Are you gonna stab me again?
No.
I knew you were gonna stab me again! I don't know what you think being an ally means, but it's not that.
You just stop talking until I find the switch for the mics. I'm done.
Okay, that's cool. She was just trying to stab me.
Okay, when I was 11 years old, I lived on one side of town and went to school on another side of town. And the side that I lived on wasn't the bad side. It was the really bad side. And I went to school on the fancy side of town. And everywhere you looked, the bushes were just cut in deliberate shapes. And the sidewalks were full of people just going on walks. Moms with their strollers, couples with their dogs, just walking. And my family, of course, went on walks too, to the gas station to get more cigarettes. But these people just walk just to walk. I mean, that's how you know you're on the rich side of town.
You know, another way to tell that you're...
Tom?
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
So how did I end up in a private school with a nest full of yuppies?
Oh, so you're the scrappy one. The one from the wrong side of the tracks. You worked hard to get where you are, but you never really felt like you fit in.
Well, I kind of put it in a income inequality direction, you know, shock value between classes, and yeah, I don't fit in. I don't think that's rare among comics.
Don't listen to him. Just keep going.
I can remember going to my school friend's house for dinner for the first time. All of a sudden, all at once, they take off their napkins, unfold them, and place them on their laps. And I 100% thought it was a religious thing. Yeah, I had never seen this before. And, I'll never forget my friends who just didn't get the whole money thing. You know, they always had it, so it never really meant anything to them. One time, I got some dirt on my shirt, and my friend Beth literally took it off my body, wadded it up, and threw it in the trash. Because that's what they did when their shirts got dirty. And I also remember that's the first time that I realized I was kind of into girls. She's just so matter-of-fact about it, you know. I can't do this. It doesn't matter. There's no point. It's not going to let me on the show. So.
Hey, don't worry about that asshole. He's just being a dick.
Yeah, he's pretending to like you to pit us against each other.
Well, I don't know about that. Did either of us ever have a chance? Like, how much of this was you fucking with us?
Oh, you don't get to know that. That's my gift to you. You always get to wonder if you even had a chance.
Thanks.
I'm done. Go.
You know, I bet people would love to see the footage of this.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate a lot of people being ironically into your garbage. What are you doing? Hey?
I just think, if you get this tape, you're gonna edit out all the parts where you're a manipulative dick.
Hey, stop that.
However, if I have the tape, I can take this home and release it so that everyone can see my garbage and your garbage and my cargo shorts that I didn't know this was gonna be on tape. So.
You know what? You're stealing from me right now. You signed a waiver.
Yeah, good luck finding me. I did not put any actual information on that waiver. That's my stage name on there. I had to change it when I got into the biz. My name is surprisingly Jewish.
Yeah, and I didn't sign a waiver because they forgot when he started melting down.
So what? You're gonna blackmail me to put you on the show? Or you want money? What?
No, I want you to come up here, look me in the eye, and tell me to go. Then you can have it back, and I'll go.
That's it?
Yeah. Come up here, look us in the eye, don't hide behind your mic, and crush our dreams like a man. All right. This is your chance. This is your chance, after all these decades of trying and caring, to look me in the eye and tell me to go. Go! Okay.
You got Skype?
What?
Skype, it's an internet thing. I have to go home now, but Skype me an audition tomorrow.
Seriously?
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, I put you through a lot of shit. I kind of feel bad for you.
Fuck you!
What?
Yeah, you can go fucking die, you little bitch! I would never audition for you again, not after all of this. And I have this on tape. I am going to ruin you. My God, you are so out of touch. The internet is gonna eat you alive. And I'm gonna write a column for BuzzFeed or something. Yeah. And thank you for the opportunity to turn you down. You absolute piece of shit. That felt great. Yeah, I wish I had that on tape. I watched that on repeat.
Astonishingly. August 24th through 27th, you can catch Ben Dudley's Retention of Disbelief and Robert Maggie and James Allen's Space Porn 2000, a crowdsourced musical, which is even more ridiculous than you think it is by that title. You cannot miss it, you guys. These are two of my favorite things that have ever been written for this space. I can't wait to see them again, back up on their feet. If you missed them the first time, catch them at the end of this month. If you loved them the first time, come back and see what they look like all put together and not in episodic format, all right? But before we get there, it is time for us to enjoy the thrilling conclusion of A Fountain Drink by Carmel Rechnitzer. Enjoy.
Weighed down by his uninsured peg leg is Theo, abandoned ship captain and my very own shitty dad. Can his pessimistic assholery defeat our other contender?
You bet a piece of eight and a bottle of liberal tears it can.
And opposite him is former crewmate and impeccable dresser, Phil, my ex-boyfriend, and plagued equally in part by the ghosts of Ronald Reagan and the ghost of alcoholism. Can this progressive hippie defeat our other challenger?
I'll drain your blood before you can say drain the swamp.
Now tonight on A Fountain Drink. Y'all just gonna duel it out like it's the 1700s again?
I'll
Is that what
bash
you're gonna
his
do?
brains in. I'll make you eat your remaining leg and force you to pick your teeth with the splinters from your $2 excuse for an uninsured prosthetic. Oh, I'll give it to you now. The Denton's better fighting words.
So you're really doing this, just going full caveman here.
You betcha. Ready when you are.
You want to do this real classic? Want me to go fetch you some sabers?
Oh, it's been too long since I've skewered a man. 3 days for me, kind of double entendre. I'm a pick's defense. You were only ever best at rapier because I taught you. Well, master, this Padawan's ready to kick your fucking ass.
Obi-Wan, you are hopeless. I'm gonna live stream this shit to the rest of the crew.
I'm gonna carve a maggot on your corpse. I'm declaring mutiny. I don't even have a fucking ship to go with to knock you down from captain.
You guys keep hurling insults at each other, I'll go get you weapons.
And be quick about it. I want you to know, Phil, I mean it. I will gladly kill you when he brings the weapons by.
I'm not pulling any punches either.
All we had to do was have a nice weekend here on the beach, get a drink from the fountain of youth.
All you had to do was accept the ACA and get your ass insured.
It's non-stop politics with you fucks. Just 24/7 talk media.
Sorry for reporting on disgusting your grand old white people party.
You're white.
There's a difference of a capital W between the two of us.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Where's David with the stupid sabers?
The sooner he gets here, the sooner you die. Don't be so eager.
You both ready to die on your stupid hills?
Yes.
Definitely. Here you go.
Those are lightsabers.
You think you're funny?
Those are lightsabers.
Is affordable healthcare a joke to you, David?
Why not? You bring plastic fucking lightsabers.
You guys are fighting like children? I figured I'd give you the weapons to match.
Bring us steel. Bring us Toledo steel. You maggot-ridden corpse.
Talking like a pirate isn't going to make you any more intimidating. Here's your weapon, Lord Vader.
I am a pirate and I am intimidating. I am your father. I can still club you to death with this thing.
You can try. I'll break this thing over your head and beat Second Mate Shmee over there black and blue too. Hey, keep me out of this.
You got us into this with plastic fucking lightsabers.
Are we gonna do this dipshit? I wish Lee Harvey Oswald had shot you instead of JFK.
I wish he shot JFK sooner. I hope Adam Smith is your cellmate in hell.
I hope you're reincarnated as Noam Chomsky's toilet paper. You guys get this on the live stream? It's fantastic, isn't it? Feeling the burn in your peg leg yet, old man?
Choke on a nothing bird, you cuck.
No trump cards left?
Something witty about Hillary's fucking emails. This is fucking retarded, isn't it?
It's 2017, Ted. You can't use that word.
It's pretty fucking retarded.
Yeah, it's retarded. I'll stand by that. Okay, you two have your fun?
No.
No? You two learn anything?
You know what, you brat? No.
I learned Teddy still fucks up fourth position blocks. Phil, you want to start shit again? No? Then how about you learn to behave? Don't treat me like a kid.
It's not forget it, Phil.
Forget what? Both of you.
I'm not dying on this hill. I'm not dying on this island. Whatever.
So you're just gonna give up? Pretend like we're not enemies? It doesn't have to be a deadly enmity, you know? It could be more like a casual friend. That's the bullshit part. That's why I care. It is a deadly fight. Health insurance is a fight for life or death for some people. That's why I care.
So let them live or die. I'm not.
Oh, fuck you both! Whoa! I don't have any issue with both of you and your apathy. I don't want to die on this island either. And those people don't want to die over inflated premiums.
They're not all gonna die.
But they'll suffer, just like you.
Oh, so if a 40-year-old has a heart condition, then they need help. But when it's a matter of life and death for a fetus...
Oh, back it up! No, back it up! Both of you, we're not doing plastic pirate blues on part 2 here, okay? I guess you're right. See you in 200 years, you twat.
There's no way we can compromise?
I don't know that there is, Teddy.
You can at least call me Theo.
I don't know that I can reach across this aisle, Theo. Not this time. Would you even meet me halfway?
I don't know that I can.
Is there a place to go? There's a bar over there. It's a bar and grill. We'll just eat. Even if we can't reconcile, let's just share a table. Are you still live streaming? Yeah. You got any idea how many thumbs up I could get on this if we get a happy ending?
Sorry I raised such a cunt, Phil.
Hey! He can't be. I wouldn't have swung his way.
So are we gonna go get a table at Milo's then?
I'm heading back to the boat.
Hey, I heard they got gluten-free buns and GMO-free sodas.
And all the waiters who work there were raised free range. I hear they pull up your bootstraps for you if you give them a 25% tip.
That's obscene.
That's the price the market set for the service. Let's go. I could use a slice.
Oh yeah, we're getting deep dish though, right?
I will beat you with the plastic forks if it's not New York. We'll sort this out at the table.
Are we cool?
What?
Are we cool?
No. Not for the foreseeable future. Not while that orange idiot is still in office.
I'll buy you a lifetime supply of soda. They somehow managed to impeach him. Your next hot drink's on me if they somehow don't.
All right, we've just got one more show for you tonight, guys. But of course, you guys know that there is always more happening at your theatrical playground, right? So our next main stage show, The Arsonists, will kick off in September. Please do not miss that. I'm directing it, so I'm a little biased, but you guys should not miss it. And then right on the heels of that, this November, we will bring you our thrilling adaptation of Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. Yes! If you do not know that book, get yourself a copy and read it because it is one of the greatest modern novels. It is dark, it is fantasy, it is weird and wonderful. If you dug American Gods this year on TV, you should definitely check this out. Same writer. We, of course, cannot wait to see you in any of these and all the other wonderful productions that we have coming your way this year. Do not miss a minute of it, guys. We love seeing you out here come play with us, and we love bringing you these shows, and we love bringing you the final episode of A Shot in the Dark Matter by A.K. Forbes. Enjoy.
Welcome to A Shot in the Dark Matter. First, let's meet the characters. K675309 is an alien from the planet Kepler 61b. She can't speak Earthling very well, so sometimes she communicates with her mind.
Area 51 does not exist, so please do not take me there.
Tabby is a bus driver who just might be from Florence, y'all. He helped Kelly evade the men in black 22.5 years ago by letting his alien friend turn his mother into a hamster. Until last week, Tabby's mother Gladys spent 22.5 years trapped inside a rodent cage, nibbling on musty back issues of Field and Stream.
I gave Tabby a recipe to turn his mama back into a human 22 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks ago. But clearly he's not the brightest lightsaber on the spaceship. He didn't understand that his hamster had to eat the German chocolate cake. And since shape-shifting requires his space-time work, Gladys hasn't aged a bit.
Finally, let's meet Commander Captain Turd. She's a space captain trying to beef up her cosmic resume by rescuing 2 human specimens and taking them back to Kepler 61b.
It hasn't aged a bit. Can you say probing?
K675309, tell the audience what they've missed.
Okay, here goes. My commander, Captain Turd, issued a kablooey order on planet Earth, and since Tabby saved me 22 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks ago, I came back to save him. But Tabby refused to be saved because humans are stubborn and apparently quite intent on kablooeying the planet on their own. So I had to go with Plan B, which involved turning him into a hamster and taking him and his mama hamster out of the spaceship. It should be noted that I gave them both German chocolate cake the minute they were safely aboard, which should have turned them both back into humans, but Tabby wouldn't eat coconut because he doesn't like the texture, so, well, now he's got it. First, both Tabby and Gladys were all, take us back to Earth, kablooey shamooey. But then Gladys decided she liked the idea of TVs the size of buses and really great cheese fondue, and maybe especially our door-to-door salesman who looked like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So she was happy, said she didn't have anything left for her back on planet Earth, and that she was ready to explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and new civilization, and boldly go where no man, woman, or hamster has gone before. She was ready to go to our planet, also known as Kepler 61b.
And now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the final chapter of A Shot in the Dark Matter.
Mom, what are you doing?
I think I made that pretty clear. I'm starting my life over.
What?
I want to go to Kepler 61b. I'm hoping for a sales call.
Maybe you've come down with some sort of space sickness. Because you ain't being straight. You got a life on Earth.
The one thing on Earth I got to go back to.
Well, there's well, they tore that down. You can never forget about, we did.
That's what I thought. Excuse me, astonishingly young female progenitor of Hale. I'm happy Gladys.
And call me Tabby.
Of course, Gladys. There is no need to be pointing the gun at us. We want to take you to our planet. Known to you as Kepler 61b. That is why we rescued you.
Oh no, I'm not pointing the gun at you, I'm pointing the gun at Tappy.
It super feels like you're pointing it at us.
Mamas eat their young. Well, the first one anyhow. That's the one that crushes your dreams, am I right? And besides, carefully prepared children do taste a lot like chicken. Is there one sitting next to you right now? Well, next time you're close to one of them, size it up. I promise you'll see. They look delicious. And don't judge me. Looking isn't doing. My point is, in my world, a mama's got a right to her own life. I mean, let's face it. Some kids are meant to be marinated overnight in a nice garlic honey glaze. No, I know. That mama was ready to turn me over to Roswell Kroger's. But I think 22 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks spent as a hamster is payment enough. She's got a right to be a little grumpy. And as she says, what goes round comes round.
Go ahead and shoot, Gladys.
She ain't gonna shoot.
No!
What the hell, Mama?
Don't worry, it was just set to gravity enhanced. It won't hurt you a bit.
You just won't be able to move much.
She didn't know it was gravity enhanced and could have killed me for all she knew.
I was pretty sure it wasn't gonna kill you. Don't bother fighting it. We'll wear off in a few minutes. How long does it take to get to Kevlar 61B anyhow? 1,064 years, 8 months, 17 days.
You gonna show a movie?
We go to hypersleep. Make use of the space-time warp.
If we're lucky, we'll catch a wormhole. That will shave off some time.
Hold on a second. Now, before you go sticking your worm into space holes,
You seem confused about space travel. Also my anatomy.
Mama, I know you want to go to some alien planet with salesmen who look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And that's your business. But there are innocent people on Earth. People out there, down there, wherever there is now. Fixing to be kablooey.
The captain said she can't reset the kablooey counter anyways.
She said she didn't want to reset it. She said it was too much paperwork. That don't sound like no good reason.
Tail, you have a point.
For the umpteenth time, my name's Terry. And anyway, I'm not listening to wait. I do?
Yes, you do. So I have a proposal for you. Something to consider.
Unless your proposal involves sending me back to Earth and canceling the kablooey, I ain't considering.
See, here's the thing. My best shot at a promotion is tied to bringing back 2 human specimens to my home planet. One isn't going to impress, you know what I'm saying? That would be like Kirk without Spock, Salt without Pepper, Dumb without Dumber. And we're not supposed to lie or cheat or torture humans anymore. It is what's considered frowned upon. Probing still fine. And we've already won over the astonishingly young female progenitor, so we just have to convince the dull one with the tail. As I was saying, I have a proposition.
And as I was saying, unless your proposal involves getting me back to Earth and canceling the space kablooey.
Let's compromise. What do you say?
I'm listening.
I will cancel kablooey
Well, that sounds good so far.
if you agree to accompany Gladys to Kepler 61b.
That's a pretty big compromise. Seems to be lose-lose. Whoa.
That's what compromise is, duh.
Why is it so important that I go to Kepler 61b anyway? I'm starting to think you up to something.
What'd you talk about, Willis?
Oh, I thought his name was Tail.
Mama, She got her eyes set on a strange world full of cheese fondue and TVs the size of buses. Well, I prefers the devil I know. It made me awful sad to lose her so soon after getting her out of a hamster cage. It might sound strange, but I kind of miss that dog hamster. I took care of Hamster Gladys for 22.5 years, always making sure she had fresh carrots. Guess I could always get another hamster. If I was back on Earth, and it wasn't going to be kablooey, which brings me back to Captain Third, pronounced turd because the 7 is silent. Don't trust her. Don't trust her one bit. And in case you didn't realize, I lost all the leverage I had when my mama pointed a gun at me. I know I might not be going back to Earth, but it would ease my mind knowing that Desmond, this crop is going to be okay. Sorry about y'all's luck, but it looks like it's up to me to save the world. Okay, I'll do it.
Hot diggity dog. Case 675309, send a course for Kepler 61B. Oh, and also cancel Earth completely. Oh, yes.
What oops?
Too late to cancel Kablooey, that was Kablooey.
That can't be! I can see there. Through the window! It ain't kablooey.
Trust me, it's kablooey.
Did you release some sort of chemical weapon? Or worse, biological? Are you creating some zombie apocalypse down there? Up there? Wherever there is now?
That's a good idea, but it sounds like a different place.
Kablooey turns Earth people blue.
Get it? Kablooey!
Now, why do you think that's going to stop wars and pollution?
And laugh tracks. Don't forget the laugh tracks. Oh, we should tune into Earth Channel now. I would love to catch an episode of The Big Bang Theory without a ridiculous laugh track.
Oh, without that laugh track, there ain't going to be no laughing.
Kenny, find the Earth Channel. It's probably just a delayed reaction or an anomaly. Try a different one.
Now, why did you think that turning everyone blue was going to fix all of Earth's problems anyhow?
Blue seems more evolved. Progressive, even. It was worth a shot.
Earthlings, they start wars with people who are different. They make brown people see the back of bus.
Oh, not anymore.
Maybe not, but your species is so aggressive toward anyone who sounds different or looks different or that changes lanes without putting on their blinker. So maybe if we are all blue, we all get along. That ain't a bad idea.
I'm sure it is. People are always going to find reasons to hate. Heck, we already do with religions, politics, and if they'll team allegiance.
Hooray! We have studied your people for a long time. Abducting, I mean rescuing them, and probing, I mean experimenting, I mean delicious cheese fondue providing. The bottom line is, humans, they don't seem capable of change. Look at your own mama pointing a gun in your general direction.
Oh, come on. I was pretty sure it wasn't going to kill him.
Mama just emerged from being a hamster for
22.5 years. So I aim to forgive her for being a little tense.
Would you feel the same way if she marinated you overnight and tried to stuff you in the oven?
Gladys, maybe now is the time to point the gun once again in your progeny's general direction.
Y'all a little uncomfortable now, ain't you? I mean, what kind of mama tries to turn her son's best friend over to scientists and then 22.5 years later turns a gun on him? Well, to be honest, I'm still a little ticked off about being turned into a hamster, okay? You try staring at Field and Stream for 2 decades and you see where it leads you. I mean, do we really think that he couldn't find a free copy of O? Or even People? Anyway, I gotta admit, I was kind of curious about going to the planet where all the salesmen look like Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's been a long time, okay? Plus, as we can all clearly see, I still got it going on. I'm no idiot either. I know the aliens are up to something. The way I know that they're up to something is because we'd be doing the exact same thing. Blue, red, white, black, or chartreuse. Although I gotta be honest, I am kind of excited to see what would happen in a world where everybody's blue. I kind of want to see how it affected my cousin Charlene. I think blue size 11 feet would be something kind of crazy, don't you? Anyway, don't worry, I got a plan. Are there any other settings on this thing besides gravity enhancement?
Sure, there's kill, stun, maim, obliterate, weaken, filibuster, and hamster. Oh, and newer models, the fancy ones, they have marsupial setting.
Kill? Yep, got it right. Well, come on, don't say it's a kill. Not until we get to the... I mean, kill seems really final, don't you think? Perhaps maybe try out maim or stun, both very effective. Or you could turn it over to me, and I could make sure that Happy, doesn't get in the way of a delicious cheese fondue lunch.
Nah. Taffy, how about you get behind me? I'm having some trouble with these thumbs. Don't want you to be in the way of inaccurate fire here.
Yeah, Mama, Captain's got a point. Killed in something kind of final. May need a ship driving experience.
You drive a bus, how different could it be from driving a spaceship?
No need to insert cash money.
See? Automatic, easier.
Plus, I'll help you drive it.
What?
Yeah, what?
Completely was disaster. Let's deal is deal. I still owe boy by name of Tacky.
But you have your orders.
And I also have duty.
You said duty.
Tappy says Earth people, they find ways to hate. But Tappy finds ways not to hate. And he is an Earthling with pie hole. Maybe Earthlings aren't so bad. Maybe mutually assured probing is not the answer. I'll help Earthlings get back to Earth. Not to probe farm.
Whoa! Probe farm? That don't sound like no cheese fondue.
Alright, Kay, since you aiming to help us, why don't you sashay on over here?
Gladys, we can work this out. Don't shoot.
She ain't gonna.
Pew pew!
Mama! Oh, Teacher and Captain turned into a hamster.
Goes around, comes around.
Oh, I think we're gonna need a bigger cage.
Maybe if we like try shoving her in there with a shoehorn or something.
Are you ready to be spaceship commander?
Aye, aye. You know what? Never thought I'd say this, but I may just miss you. A little.
Not to worry. I'll return in 22 years, 5 months, and 3 weeks. Give or take.
There's a star.
Banished to the wasteland. But in the meantime, let's give it for our artists! Thank you and good night, everybody.